It's exactly 7 a.m. and I'm in the truck again with the trailer loaded on and the Factory 5 Cobra in the back. This will be my first time auto slalom in this car. I took a course about a month ago and kind of learned the basics. So auto slalom is where you drive around a course in a parking lot set out with cones. So the trickiest part I find is just learning the course. It's not like going to a road course where there's grass on both sides, so if you stay off the grass, you're still on the racetrack. In this case, in addition to accelerating and decelerating and steering and shifting and making the car move around, you're also looking ahead going, where's the next set of cones that I have to drive around? So it's pretty, it's challenging, but super fun. And this is a really good way to get really good at driving your car. You really learn exactly how the car works, how the car reacts, what makes it turn better, what makes it stop better, how fast you can take turns. So anyways, I've got a little over an hour drive to get there, then I'll have to unload this car. It's all ready and prepped. I did that last night. Changing the car from drag race trim to auto slalom or autocross or road course trim means changing tires and also making a suspension adjustment. This car has a 4-link and there are 3 holes for the top control arm bolt where it connects to the frame. So for drag racing, you want it in the lowest hole. That makes the car launch the best. For handling, which is what we're doing today, you want it in the highest. So that's all done. Car's all clean, got gas in it. Truck's got enough gas to get us there. We'll pick up gas on the way back. So heading off for an exciting day of racing again. not very good at this. I'm good at knocking over cones, getting off track, but I'm learning and I'm having fun, and that's what's important today. It's getting a little hot after a run, so leave the hood open a little bit while we're waiting for the next run, let her cool down, but otherwise car's running fantastic. How hard was the Cobra cornering? Oh, we're laying her over onto the edge of the tread there. That's not a scuff. That is from cornering hard and the tire starting to fold over. All right, back home in the garage after a fantastic day of autocross. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. I'm definitely gonna go back. If you've never gone autocrossing or you've never been on a track, this is a great way to get into motorsports. You need a helmet and a car, and you need to be willing to learn and willing to make mistakes. I made lots of those today, but I also learned, and as the day went along, I got better. As you can see from my videos, the first couple of runs were a complete mess. I got lost. The Cobra ate some cones. One got stuck under the back end. I had to dig it out from on top of the axle actually. But as the day went along, I started learning the course. I started learning how to look ahead and anticipate where to make the car go. I started getting better at figuring out how to make the car go through these different turns, because they are all different, and it's very different than any other sort of driving that I've done. By the end of the day, I was running in the 60-second range, right? But under 70 seconds, which according to people I talked to, that's pretty good for a first time out. In the morning, I didn't even get times because I got so far off course that it didn't even count. Sadly, the GoPro batteries died midway through the afternoon, right when I started getting good. So you got to take my word for it. I was driving really good and really fast and not knocking over any cones in the afternoon, but I don't have any evidence to prove that. But I wouldn't lie to you, right? Right? Yeah, of course I wouldn't lie to you. So a couple of other things that I learned. I got there right about the right time, so doesn't this guy know I'm making a YouTube video? I got there right at the right time. I had plenty of time to unload my car from my trailer. Most people just drove their car there. Some of them changed tires when they got there, but make sure you get there early if you're going. So that was good. I arrived on time. Bring lots of drinks and snacks and things like that, because when you go to one of these events, you never know how far it's going to be to go get something to eat. This particular one was at a casino, so they had a whole restaurant inside. I had a cooler bag full of water and other drinks and my lunch and some fruit. So that got me through the day just fine. Parking has nothing to do with driving on the course, but I messed that up. We were in a parking lot and we had a parking area, like our paddock or pit area, and then the track area. And midway through the afternoon, all the slots ladies showed up and they wanted to park in and around our race cars. And I had the Toyota Tundra and the 20-foot enclosed trailer and a car there, and I was starting to get blocked in. I thought I was going to be stuck there until these old ladies ran out of nickels. So I actually set my lawn chairs out to block off some parking spaces to make sure I'd be able to make the turn and get back out. If I go to an event like that again, I'll look a little closer. I noticed there was an area where they had some big trucks parked. So what I should have done is park my truck and trailer over there with big trucks and brought just the race car over. But that's one of those things that you learn. The other thing I learned, this wasn't a problem for me, but it was a problem for some other people, is if you're gonna leave stuff on the ground, put it like on the grass, or make sure it's high enough so that you can see out of a small SUV. Because some lady came bombing through the parking lot and ran right over these people's stuff. They had their tools and their extra oil and their jackets and their sunscreen and their cooler full of drinks. She ran right over the top of it and just kept going. We didn't know where she went after that. And then some other guy come the other way and he ran over it and got their tote full of supplies stuck underneath his car. And he just backed up, drove away like it was no big deal. It would have been a little bit of a big deal for me, especially if there was stuff that I needed to finish out my day or get home. So, these people left their stuff sitting in a parking spot. Yeah, maybe that's not the best place to leave it. So on the actual racing course, my car handled fantastically once I learned where my talent lies compared to what the car's capable of. I'm sure a better driver could have driven that car a lot faster, but the edge of control comes up really fast on that. So I actually slowed down after the first couple of runs, and I was able to keep the car much better under control, so I made it around the cones instead of just spinning the car and sliding off. As you can tell, I'm super excited. Had a fantastic day. In the last week now, the Cobra has set a new personal best for me on the drag strip. Now it's been autocrossing and did great at that. What a fantastic multi-purpose car the Factory 5 is. It was super dusty there. In the morning when the cars were going around, you could see a big cloud of dust. So I've got dust all over me. The car's filthy. I don't think it's ever been that dirty. I need to get cleaned up. I need to clean the car up. I need to get it ready for whatever the next event is. And whatever that is, I'll have a video here for you to watch and enjoy. I'm pretty sure this is the dirtiest this poor car has ever been. Stick her out and give her a scrub down. but it was worth it.